Hi everybody. Today's episode is not being sponsored by any of the beers that we review. Enjoy the show, and please drink responsibly. Hello everybody, welcome to another fantastic episode of Clyde's Happy Hour. As usual, I am your Beer Pundit, Kyle. I am here with my co-producer, Courtney.
Hello.
That's right everybody, that's her. Just calm down.
We have a bake show today.
A bake show?
No, big.
I am off topic. I never baked a thing in my life.
True.
But what is this big show today, Courtney? Please tell us.
We went on our first brewery tour.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's give a little backstory of why we were there and how we got there.
That's right. So we were there for our older sister, Jolyn. She was turning 40. So she wanted to go on a brew tour to do, actually.
Yeah.
And what other than San Tan Brewery.
Ah, San Tan Brewery. So
Yes.
for some of the folks at home that don't know, I used to live in Arizona for about 10 years. And
That's
the
right.
San Tan Brewery was there when I lived there. We moved out of Arizona 2016 or 17 back to Michigan. And within that time, San Tan Brewery has exploded.
Yeah, they were actually established in 2007 when you live in there exactly the same. Wow.
Yeah, so
Coincidence.
when I got there, they were there. So
Yeah.
I moved there in 2007.
So thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. But I cannot believe the growth and development San Tan has done. I was blown away by the brewery tour, by the products they had. It was just like, whoa.
It's more than a brewery. It was also a distillery, too. And
Yes.
I don't know much about that at all. I know my cousin, he's big
Yes.
into bourbon and
I know that
whiskey.
The spirit that they had, it was called the Carmelo whiskey. And it's funny because my brother-in-law is named Carmelo. But it tasted like caramel. I mean, that was dangerous. It smelled so good. And I'm not a hard liquor person. I'm actually not a very big liquor person. I probably do vodka here and there, but it was so good. But it worked out perfect. We surprised our sister for her 40th birthday.
Oh, we got her good.
And we, her husband, Mark, planned it all, and her friend, Amber.
She didn't know about the brew tour either. That was
she
all.
didn't?
No, that was the other surprise.
Oh.
So Thursday was us. Then Friday was the brew tour. Jolyn didn't know.
Yeah. Her friend and Mark
exactly.
all put it together. They decorated the place nice. And just starting right off the bat with San Tan Brewery, what's really cool is that you can have private parties.
Mm-hmm. Recommend it.
You pretty much have, like, you walk in and it's pretty much like a single person bar. And then you go in the back, and then you take this huge tour, and then you come back, and for us anyways, we had certain dishes, and the food was amazing. I know we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, so first we will start with just the atmosphere itself.
Yes.
It was pretty cool. They just had big barrels everywhere.
Yeah, there are distilleries right there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot.
Yes.
And it didn't seem like it was that big, but then you get in, obviously, in the back where they make everything, and it's like, wow, this really, really opens. And I thought, wow.
So before we started the beer tour, you do have to wear safety glasses, and note to self, if you're ever going to go on a brewery tour, wear closed-toed shoes, because if you're going when they're working. When we went, nobody was working, so the floors weren't wet.
We got lucky.
Yeah, we got lucky. And also because so many of us were out of town, they let us not have, like, closed-toed shoes.
Yeah.
But wear closed-toed shoes.
Yep.
Because it can get wet. They do have heavy machinery there, and it's just for safety. So if you do go, and also just, it's better to be in comfortable shoes because there's a lot that goes into it. I don't think people realize...
It's a factory. Yeah.
That goes into it.
There's
it's pretty amazing. So, yeah, and our tour guide, he was freaking amazing.
Oh, yeah, he has some good stories right there. I'm a home brewer myself. Just seeing the stuff that he does really gives you more like, oh, I'm more inspired to try things. But even though they're doing hundreds of gallons of it, here I am using like a 5-gallon bucket. But it's interesting how they do their process there.
Our tour guide was
He was just phenomenal.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You could tell this was his love, life,
passion.
and passion. And good luck with your upcoming wedding.
Oh yes, congratulations!
He was really
yes.
excited about his wedding. He brought it up a few times, which I
thought
was really, really cute.
It really was. Yeah, I'm like, congratulations. You have every right to celebrate that.
Yep. But it was pretty cool because you got to try some of the wheat.
Oh yeah, before
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy how it's just this little speck, but how
it can change so much.
Just the two flavors we tried were so different, and it was just like a small grain. So I thought that was like, wow, there's so much that goes into this.
Yeah, I remember people looked at me. They're like, "Can we eat this?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can. It's wheat. Just don't eat the hops. It's not recommended, especially peliform or any of that. But if you want to, go ahead. But I wouldn't." But no, it was really cool. Actually, I just looked. They have some great, quite a few awards of their brewer.
Yes.
Yeah. They have won the Amira ICANN Champions, the CanFest Reno, the U.S. Open Beer Championship, and a Great American Festival, plus the World Beer Cup. I've heard the World Beer Cup. I didn't hear about the others, but it's... our tour guy was even mentioning that their distilleries won some awards too. I haven't followed much about bourbons and whiskeys before, but it was pretty good actually. The caramel, and I think one of them was pink.
Oh.
If I remember. Well, that's just me saying I. But
back to the brewery tour. It looked like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That's a good way to put it.
The copper piping and just like it's going up and down, and it looks like bells and whistles, and
that's what they do.
It looked really, 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 really cool. We have some great photos. They even have like the corn silos to stack their wheat, and the tour was amazing, and we actually took some photos of it, so we'll post those on Facebook so you guys can see. But I do strongly recommend going to the San Tan Brewery and taking one of their tours, because you can tell their tour guides and everybody there was so nice, friendly, and kind, and they wanted you to interact. They wanted you to ask questions, and they had answers.
They beg for you to interact.
And I love that. I know that there was at one point where they took you to the warehouse where they had all their product, and you guys tried some of their harder liquor. Well, tell me more about that part, because I wasn't there for that.
I kind of remember a little bit about that.
Oh.
There was I'm not a bourbon or whiskey kind of guy, but they have moved on to there. But they got a lot of barrels aging in a professional way right there. It was very clean, very sanitized factory right there. And they even make their own cans. They even put their own labels on them.
Yep, I see they look like they have some spice orange, lemon lime, orange bliss, a sweet cherry, wooden nut.
That sounds good.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not
one of them was
again,
pink.
a big...
I think it was cotton candy. Now I think about it. Maybe that's why.
There's a citrus rose gin that is pink.
Maybe that's what it is. I think you're right. It was pretty good. No, I remember at the end of the factory where they have all the cans right there. I'm afraid just to not touching one can, and the rest will go down like dominoes right there.
Right.
Like, don't. I'm not going to be that guy, because I will not clean this up very well. But no, the tour was great. Factory was bigger than I thought. A lot of barrels right there, because again, I'm not a distillery person, but I was really impressed. I think even Dad was a little bit.
So after everybody came back from the tour, everybody's just talking about it, and everybody came up to me and they're like, Courtney, their hard seltzers, their seltzers are so amazing. And me personally, I have tried a few seltzers here and there. I won't say brands, but I've been not a fan. I've just it's like I don't see what the big deal is about them, and Everyone's like, oh, it tastes like LaCroix, and I'm a big LaCroix fan. It's that flavored water. And it just always falls flat to me. And
gross.
I will say, San Tan Brewery seltzers are freaking on point. It was just like drinking a LaCroix. I wouldn't know that there was alcohol in it. The carbonation was great. The refreshness, the sweetness. It was just a perfect balance of sweet water and fruit and alcohol. Like, it was so good.
Someone did their math.
I tried watermelon and cherry. I didn't try peach, but I heard peach was really good, and I love peach.
No one told me this.
It was, well, you're not a seltzer person.
That's true.
And if you when and it hasn't come out yet, they're just trying it out. It's going to be released sooner than later. I will say, seltzers are coming a dime a dozen right now.
It's
if
a new
you are
era.
out in Arizona, because I don't think San Tan distributes
Seltzers? Yeah.
out here in Michigan.
Oh, no.
But if you are in Arizona and if you see San Tan Brewery's seltzers, do yourself a favor and please grab one. For God's sake, grab one.
Especially in the hot summer out there.
Drink it for me, because they are so good. If you love LaCroix, do it. It's good. It's really good. And I have tried, I think, about 6 or 7 different seltzers, and I've just not been a fan. And this blew my mind.
What flavors were those again? Watermelon and
black cherry.
Oh, that'll do it for you.
They had orange. I didn't try orange, and then peach, which I just am like, oh man, my life's not complete now. But I'll get back out there and definitely grab one. So please, if you are in the area, if you can, when it's released, please try it. 1, it's local. 2, it is so good. Like,
especially in the hot summers out there in Arizona.
Oh my god, yeah. What is it? Like 120 something out in Arizona.
It's going to break the record soon at this point.
Yeah, it was so good. And that's just their seltzers. I mean, now, Kyle, we haven't even talked about their beers. We haven't even gotten to their beers.
No, that's just the seltzers alone.
Yes.
In which, I'm not a seltzer person. Mm-hmm. When we came back from from San Tan's Brewery, we bought a 6-pack of Juicy Jack's Brew, and it was delicious.
Juicy Jack is an IPA, and I am not the biggest IPA fan, but Juicy Jack has turned me, people. It has turned me into a Juicy Jack IPA
groupie
fan. Yes, groupie.
Oh.
I don't know what it was. Like, obviously, Juicy Jack, it sounds as it is. It's actually, it does taste very juicy. It kind of reminds me of...
Is it a hazy IPA or just IPA?
It just says IPA,
okay.
But do you ever like the concentrate cans that our parents used to get for us of like the fruit drinks?
Oh,
and it was in the frozen section.
Yeah.
It was like the fruit punch.
Yeah.
It kind of tastes like that, but not as hard as that. I want to say. I don't think that's the best description.
It was good.
I will say it did. It kind of brought me back to childhood. And
it's Christmas.
Taste like an IPA. It really did taste like a fruit drink.
Okay.
But
no.
It wasn't. It didn't. It tasted like a fruit drink, minus the punch. If that makes sense. So it's like
Hawaiian punch.
It felt like it didn't have the sugar because
right.
I can't do like Angry Orchard or the ciders anymore. Because,
all ciders have so much sugar.
Yeah, the sugars just get me so nauseous.
They do. Sure, it's gluten free, but
the birthday night.
Yes, any beer with cherry flavor, there's going to be a lot of sugar. So watch the sugar intake for yourself or diabetics.
But this didn't feel like it. Like it felt like
it's that smooth, huh?
It was.
Well,
Kyle, you should know.
Yeah, I drank the whole 6-pack, or maybe I left you one.
Yeah,
and
I
half.
think I had one. And again, people, I think I tried Juicy Jack twice. once at the brewery, and then my sister or my brother-in-law bought a pack of Juicy Jack.
There is a warning. When Clyde's in the house, you need more than a 6. You need a growler or 2.
Know.
No.
They didn't know.
I mean, I didn't know. I was having such a great time. That's their fault. I was having a nice, awesome time drinking 5 out of 6 beers, it was delicious. I will say this. I wish, Arizona had their beer out here in Michigan. I wish we could do a little swapsies. Hey, here's some good beer in Michigan and vice versa. Because I think Oberon is sold in Arizona. We told this in the Oberon episodes. They're year-round.
More national.
Yeah, more year-round in Michigan. Arizona and Florida.
I hope San Tan Brewery gets them to that level just because their flavoring and their products are actually very, 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 very good. They have another one, Mr. Pineapple, and I've had Mr. Pineapple for a long time. That was one of their, I don't know if it was one of their originals, but I remember having it a long time ago, and that's pretty good. I don't think, I know you obviously have your preference of beer, but I don't really think I've had a bad beer there. The thing is, it's like, if you don't like IPAs, you're not going to like IPAs. If you don't like stouts, you're not going to like stouts. Don't get those kinds. Get kinds that you're more to try. When you do a flight, you are trying new things.
There's San Tan.
I really don't think you're going to be disappointed if you try a flight from San Tan. I'm going to think there's going to be more hits than misses, because there have been some breweries that I've gone to and it's like, I don't like any of these. These are just not that good. But another thing with San Tan Brewery, kind of swinging back to them, the staff was super friendly. It was really nice to have, we had a private party there, so the atmosphere was different, and I think they have a few different locations, but at this location specifically, you can rent it out. It's like a little hall, and the food was amazing, and it was so cute because I took the kids from the tour so that they could just play in the hall area, because they're kids. The stuff's boring to them.
Yeah.
And they were really, really, really sweet and
very patient.
Making sure we're good, and they were actually telling me, they're almost done, because they could tell the kids were getting hungry and stuff, and they're like, we'll bring out their food, and I'm like, that's great, and they were awesome.
They were.
I would say if you need to throw a birthday party, a bachelorette party, a bachelor party, whatever, birthday, I don't care, whatever you want, even just a good family gathering or friends from college or anything.
Graduation.
I would definitely, please check out San Tan Brewery. Take one of their brew tours. It's actually pretty fascinating what the whole process is, the work that they do. The tours are amazing. There's actually some cool history that you'll have to actually just go on the tour to find out for yourself.
That's the only way. We can't give you all the info for there, folks. You got to go there.
You have to go.
That's your only choice. And once you do, tell us more from Clyde's Happy Hour, please.
And I think it would be nice to, this is our first brewery tour, but I think this is going to be hard to top, honestly. I mean, we'll have to, obviously, there's a few more that we want to try that are more local and everything. And
I will say,
San Tan, I mean, they set the bar quite high.
They did. Actually, I remember their mac and cheese. I said, another episode, I'm a mac and cheese fanatic.
Yeah.
It's like serving, if you're a baker, which I'm not, it's like that mac and cheese is that's so much little portions they put in, but then that's what you scoop and eat. And it's that's actually pretty good if you're definitely watching yourself. But it was really delicious food that they got. And I think they were serving fish or...
It was fish, brisket, and chicken.
Yeah. You can't go wrong either way. You had those choices. If it was up to me, I would have taken all 3. But it was a really good portion size. It was. I think I had the brisket for sure. The fish was great. Everything, the chicken.
Yep.
You can't go wrong. They really cater to the community, and all those awards that you just heard just says what it is. They just really want to make great beer for people out there. Just bring people together, and what? They deserve a lot of praise.
And again, they're local. You got to support local businesses. They've been around for a while. I know out in Arizona, there's also Fort Pete's. I don't know too much about them. I know of their beer and stuff, but San Tan, literally, I used to live like right down the road from them. But they have definitely quadruple in size. I am so happy for them that.
Oh, they deserve.
Yeah, they work hard.
They do.
I went to their location in downtown Chandler back in like the early mid 2000s.
So what's the? Yeah.
It's a different location than where we were.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I think that location is still open. I'm not sure.
Right. Who knows?
But I remember going there and their food being great, their service being amazing. They were always busy, and their drinks never disappointed. It was just always good. It was just always good. And they have grown, but they haven't changed. Like, they're just still really hardworking, and they're just evolving. And I am just really sad that they aren't on my shelves out here in Michigan. So San Tan, if you're listening to this, San Tan Brewery, please, if you have to distribute only to one other state, please make it Michigan.
Just Michigan. That'd be great.
And anybody that lives in Arizona, please try their products. They are so good. When their hard seltzers come out, please try them. They are just amazing. I know that seltzers are a dime a dozen now, but give this dime your dozen, because it's amazing. And I've tried, again, a few, and this is probably number one, and I can't get to it. So please indulge me, and when they release this product, indulge.
Have a juicy jack on me, and please like and subscribe, and as always, drink responsibly. Always take an Uber.
Okay.
Well, Courtney, I think that wraps up the show. Thank you, everybody, for joining in this great episode. Please like and subscribe. And as always, please drink responsibly.
Have a good night.
See ya.
Pat, cut that.